miles in preparation for an anticipated eastern offensive. The attacks included a strike on the western city of Lviv, where 7 people were killed in the first fatalities that city has suffered in the war. The Russian Defense Ministry said it struck more than 300 military targets overnight, including fuel depots, warehouses, and other infrastructure, mainly in eastern Ukraine. Its forces were also closing in on the capture of the southeastern port city of Mariupol, where outnumbered Ukrainian fighters were defying demands to lay down their weapons at a sprawling steel plant that is the last obstacle to Russia's completion of a land bridge to occupied Crimea. The mayor of Lviv in western Ukraine pleaded on Monday with the city's residents to go to bomb shelters when air raid sirens sound on a day when a Russian missile attack that included a strike on a garage breached the city's relative calm and killed 7 people.
Вот это такие нам подарки оставляет русский брат для русского мира.
Almost 3 months into the war, many Lviv residents take for granted the frequent sirens that indicate the city's airspace has been breached. Apart from those in government buildings and shelters for the displaced, few people retreat to shelters. I reiterate my call to all the residents. Whenever you hear a siren, please, we mourn the fallen, but we have to be vigilant because the enemy is getting more and more atrocious, said the mayor, Andrei Sadovy. You have to protect yourselves. At least 4 Russian missiles struck Lviv on Monday morning. Ukrainian officials said 3 hit empty military warehouses, while a 4th struck a garage near railway tracks in the western part of the city. At least 11 people were injured, including 2 who had critical injuries and a child who was among those less seriously wounded. Mr. Sadovy said the strike on the garage also shattered windows at a school and at a nearby hotel that had been turned into a shelter for Ukrainians who were fleeing fighting in the east. The attacks prompted a realization that even hundreds of miles from the front lines, the city known as a tourist destination and the cultural capital of Ukraine could be attacked at any time. In western Lviv, gray smoke billowed from what remained of the red roof of the long concrete garage, which had signs reading car wash and tire replacement. The hole in the roof indicated that the building, which overlooks a railway line in a ravine below, had suffered a direct hit from a missile. As another air raid siren sounded, firefighters tried to extinguish the flames while ambulances ferried away the wounded. A few streets away from the burning building, a resident hung her laundry out to dry, while others walked small dogs wearing sweaters. If the garage was the ultimate target, maybe they were aiming at the railway station, said Maxim Kozitsky, head of Lviv's military administration. There are no longer any safe or unsafe locations.
My name is First Lieutenant Brown. I am the company advisor for the 13th Battalion 1st Company here, and I'm advising the Ukrainian OCTs on their squad assault on an urban objective today. For the next few days, overarching objective is, so yesterday we focused on the live fire shoe house, which is pretty much a room clearing. serpent and salt on the village. If you see in the background, there's a little village where they're practicing their squad assault from the troop carrier, the BMP here, and focusing on their movement